Hello everyone and welcome to the mill. My name's Molly. This is my wife Jamie.
Hi.
And today we're going to talk about our favorite mechanism in Gears of Corruption, the expansion to Expeditions. My wife Jamie has been helping me behind the scenes on the mill, but with Dusty's departure, we thought she would help in front of the camera a little bit more and we could make a more varied type of video. So we have a new setup here. As you see, we moved recently. We have all our board games behind us. We have a table set up and we're gonna try to do some different videos for y'all. So today, we're gonna go through the new things very briefly in Gears of Corruption. I know you've all seen a bunch of coverage on that from Dusty and Carol. And then we're each just gonna share our favorite thing from the new expansion. So let's get into it, Jamie, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start first with the two new mechs, the Scarecrow and the Mole. Both of these mechs are going to interact with map tokens in different ways. I have the Ironclad edition here, so they have new miniatures. And one thing they updated with these mechs, and there's all 7 of these now, is little indents with the dual layer cardboard. That was heavily requested, so that things don't slide around as easily. So those are the first thing. And then what do you have, Jamie?
So probably my favorite addition, the asymmetry in the start. So each starter will start with a wild worker and a different power or guile depending on your card. It's really just going to help speed up the start of the game and kind of get you into having a flow and some kind of predetermined moves to kind of build from to start with. So I think it's really going to help kind of the early phases of the game kind of get you going.
Yeah, it helps things go smoothly. The worker and the resources
extra
together get you running out the gates. Another thing we have is, I should show these now. There's a replacement for Aether Mirror and a replacement tile. There was the typo down there on this one, so you can just change those in. And then along with that, 5 new item cards, 1 in each worker color, have been added to the game. You can just shuffle into the deck. We love more stuff expansions, so we love shuffling anything new in and just letting it exist in there. Did you have another thing?
So I think probably another fun one is new player color. We have a nice muted green for everybody out there like me that loves green. So another addition, and great bits. Always great bits with Stonemaier.
And it brings the player count up to 6 now, because you can use all 6 colors. But we're a household that loves just player colors too, so even with us playing 2, we got excited about a green option, honestly. Another thing we have is 4 new characters and their companions. 2 of these characters you will recognize from Scythe, the blue and white player in Scythe. And then 2 more have been added on, and their animal companions. We have Freya, and we have Baliahan, I'll never pronounce that right, who is really cool. Jamie and I actually play tested this expansion in the very early rounds, and I was determined to figure this character out. And I can tell y'all, it may seem stressful, but this one's really cool when you get the feeling for this combo. They play very uniquely.
So another one that I loved is the wild workers. So these gold guys here, they can be anything. So I think it adds a lot of flexibility early on and gives you a lot more choices early in the game when you maybe don't have as many workers or have as many options. This is going to kind of help you have the ability to kind of go in directions you want to go without having to jump it through a lot of other steps beforehand. So I really think this was a clean addition to really streamline the gameplay, especially early on.
Yeah, I agree. The last thing, and the biggest one I'm going to be talking about, is the Corrupted Mech. So there is a new optional module where the first time someone places a Glory Star, a Corrupted Mech comes out. So you bring a new mech miniature into the game that's corrupted. We like to use the red ring. And it just wanders around causing chaos. There's this little module. We're not going to explain how to play it, but you get bonuses for defeating it, and it causes a little chaos. We actually haven't gotten to play this at like a larger player count yet. I think it'll be really fun to have the corrupted mech bouncing around on a full board. This one is optional though. I mean, I guess any of them are optional, but it really is not in the vein of a more stuff. It's a new thing instead of something just to shuffle in and give you more options.
And then my last one is my favorite part of Scythe was the exploration tokens. So now they have a unique bonus for each one you uncover. It adds a little bit more to the exploration part of the game. It really enhances what is my favorite part of Scythe, which was running around and collecting these tokens and just kind of seeing what you get. Because everybody loves gambling a little bit, right?
Yeah, I love it. I love little peekaboo things, and we both really like the new exploration tokens.
Yeah.
So, did you want to go first for explaining your favorite out of all this stuff?
I'm going to let you go first.
Sure. So my absolute favorite is actually the 4 new characters. One thing I realized, especially with this expansion, is because the characters are on cards, we just get to keep getting more of these and more lore and more companions. Stonemaier doesn't have to make like miniatures for the characters. The miniatures in this game are all the mechs, which don't pair with a character. So we got to have 4 whole new characters in just this tiny expansion, and I really like all of them. I like the bit of asymmetry they give you. I like the bit of identity you have as that character, and I just really love the implications that we could see tons of new characters in the 1920 plus universe throughout these cards. So that's my favorite addition.
So mine, as much as I really want to say it's the exploration tiles, it's these guys.
The hero workers?
The wild workers are just, they had a lot of flexibility early on, and especially for someone like me that doesn't really like to have a set strategy early and likes to have some flexibility. It was a great addition to the game.
Yeah, I really appreciate the hero workers too. There was one game I played where I was stuck with no purple workers, and if I didn't have the hero worker, I would be sweating more.
Right, you're waiting for the card, you're waiting. This gives you an option around that. So you can still build your hand up and then build out, your engine really well, but this kind of gives you some extra flexibility early on.
So yeah, that's a brief overview of Gears of Corruption, our favorite mechanisms in it. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching this video and continuing to watch the mill even with Dusty's departure, and both of us are excited to see you lots in the future. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, y'all.